6 years old, my mom asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I answered, "I want to be scientific, mom." But she told me that for being scientific I had to study something first. I asked again, "What exactly do I have to study, mom?" And she told me, "You have to study something to be so good, and then you can be scientific." I understood in this moment that for being something or someone in life, the process could be so difficult because every single process in the life has to be a step by step. Nowadays, I am 29 years old, and even in this exactly moment, I don't know where exactly I want to be, because the life is a journey so complex where you can't decide what is your next step. I think the only one that you can decide, it is the death. All my life, the people has told me what I had to do. However, I haven't heard them because it is my nature. That this doesn't mean that I don't listen to people. I suppose that I have taken some good advices of some good friends and also from my family. I am a civil engineer, but before to be engineer, I was an electricity technician. I decided to study in the university because I didn't want to be an electrician all my life. A lot of people told me that I wasn't intelligent for being engineer or for studying in the university. I studied for the entrance examination to the university, but I didn't pass it. I started to think that the people said the truth. I made the entrance examination for the second time and I didn't pass again. So I felt so disappointed about myself and I thought, okay, I have to be an electrician all my life. But I decided that I didn't want this life for me, and I made the entrance examination for the first time and I passed it. So, however, I didn't want civil engineering in first option. I wanted to study English language in the university. In this case, the journey was so difficult and I felt so stressed all the time. Like I told you previously, I didn't ask civil engineering in first option, but I wanted to study in the university in some way. This was my goal. Anyway, I love to be a civil engineer, but from time to time I ask to myself, what would have happened if I had studied English language in the university? I suppose my life would be different in some way, but I don't know how. When I started to study in the university, it was also difficult because I didn't have the same level of my classmates. Most of them came from schools with a high educational level, but in this case a lot of people helped me. In this time I had a relationship and she helped me so much. If I have to give thanks to someone, I will give her because she gave me all her support all the time. In the second year, I knew about the project of a student exchange between Germany and Cuba, but I wasn't interested in this project because I wanted to concentrate again in just one process in my life. But one day I decided that I had to try because the life had given me an opportunity. I needed to study German language and not just studying this language. I had to speak it, and it's one of the most difficult languages in the world, but I accepted the challenge. Also, I had to have good marks, something so difficult for me. The people told me again the opposite that I needed to hear. You can't go to Germany, you don't deserve it. But in this exact moment, I didn't have a bad perception about myself. I got finally my goal, and also 4 students more. We spent the summer semester in Magdeburg, a beautiful city which belonged in some moment to the old Soviet Union. We were 5 Cubans studying in Europe, something so difficult nowadays in my country. We visited Berlin, Czech Republic's capital, Amsterdam, and some cities inside Germany. It was an amazing opportunity. One day in Germany we had a problem with some neo-Nazis in a tram. 2 girls helped us. We wrote an email the next day to the embassy of Cuba in Germany. We had to do it if we had some problem in Germany. The wife's ambassador spoke with us by cell phone. I decided to invite to the ambassador and his wife to Magdeburg. My friends told me that I was crazy because an ambassador has a lot of work. So I wrote an email, and 1 hour later, the wife ambassador answered me with a short email. We will be in Magdeburg the next weekend. So finally they were in Magdeburg twice, and we also visited the embassy twice in Berlin, and was an amazing opportunity. So these are some stories of my life. I have tried to make my best effort for getting my goals, but I have failed a lot too. One of the more important things in the life is the passion for making something. Is don't give up when you want to achieve a goal. There are many stories around the world about famous people that get in their goals. I hope someday you can be one of them. But the first step for getting your goals is believe in yourself.